My name's Ryan Parsons. I am from Exeter Township, born and raised, went to Exeter High School, the whole night. Exeter in the house? Exeter in the house. Exeter High School graduate, folks, this is the best we can do. This is it. It could be worse. I could have grown up in Birdsboro. But anyway, I am going to show you guys a little bit of magic. How many of you guys have ever seen like a magician live and in person before? Is this a new treat for you guys? Something different. Certainly not an open mic night, right? A little different. Okay. Alright, I'm going to show you one of my favorite tricks. A lot of times when I perform magic, people ask me, what's the first magic trick you ever saw? Now this is the first magic trick I ever saw. It was shown to me by my father. Now my father's not a magician, but he did have this one trick. It was kind of like a game of hide-and-go-seek. He used 4 playing cards. One was different. It was the Queen of Clubs. The other 3 were all the same. They were 5 of Diamonds. And we played this game when it was my turn to do the chores. For example, in the winter, it was my job to shovel the snow. Do you guys have chores to do yet? Some yeses, some no's. But let me rephrase that. Do you have chores that you're supposed to do? Okay, that's better. In the wintertime, it was my job to shovel the snow. My dad got out the cards, and this is how he played the game. He would take the queen, turn it over face down on top of the pile, and place the queen over here on the table. Now, all I had to do was guess where that queen was. If I guessed correctly, I wouldn't have to shovel the snow, but if I guessed incorrectly, I would have to. Well, I thought my dad was playing a little bit of a trick on me, so I asked to see a card. He agreed. He showed me this card. In the back was a 5 of Diamonds. And then he turned it over and placed it on front of the pile like this. Now, it came time for me to make my guess. But I really felt like I was being left out in the cold. I really felt like a flake. Nothing? Nothing? Who said wow? That was it. That's the best trick. This is it. I mean, I do comedy and magic, so whatever's not funny, that's the magic. So just go with it, all right? Came time for me to make my guess. Now, I know I saw my dad place the queen over here on the table, so I said, Dad, that card is the queen. He says, no, son, the queen is right here. This card is a 5 of Diamonds. So I had to shovel the snow. Thanks for playing along, sir. Similarly, like in the fall, it was my job to rake the leaves. You guys have to rake leaves. My dad got out the cards. We played the game the same way. He would turn the queen face down on top of the pile like so, place the queen over here on the table. Came time for me to make my guess. Well, my dad showed me this card in the back was a 5. This time he only covered up half the card. I still felt like my dad was tricking me. And I wasn't going to leave it at that. Not any better the second time?
Leave it. Come on.
Oh, okay, all right. So, it's a little slow, I know. It's a Wednesday night. So my dad offered me one more clue. He showed me this card on the back. It was also a 5 of Diamonds. Now it came time for me to make my guess. Now I know I saw the queen go over there on the table, so I said, Dad, that card has got to be the queen. He says, no, son, I'm sorry. The queen is right here. This card on the table is a 5 of Diamonds. Now, in the summertime, it was my job to mow the grass. My dad got out the cards, and I didn't think I could take any mower. Oh. You think this is easy? You come up here, okay? One more time, my dad turned the cards over just like this, and I told him to stop right there. See, I thought my dad was playing a trick on me the whole time, and he was. How you doing? All right, thanks for coming. You see, my dad turned over 2 cards, and that's not very fair. So he says, son, I'll tell you what. I will take these 2 5s. I will place them over here on the table. All you have to do is tell me which one of these cards is a queen and which one of these cards is a 5. Well, I thought for a second. Easy, Dad. It would be the left one. He says, no, son, I'm sorry. That card is a 5 of Diamonds. And I said, Dad, I didn't mean the one in your left hand. I meant the one that would be left. I was wrong. That was a 5 of Diamonds as well. My dad actually kept the queen over here in the envelope for safekeeping.